Hello and welcome. I'm Phoenix, and this is Minecraft DW20. I wanted to start off the episode by showing you some Tinker's Construct stuff. I dug out this room. I decided that I'm going to make the majority of my rooms 9 by 9 by, I guess, 3. The convenient thing about that later will be the hammers in Tinker's Construct dig out a 3 by 3 area in front of you. And so digging out rooms with a hammer is going to be really easy because I'll just have to do three swipes of, what is it, 9? Yeah, 9. It'll be easy. Anyways, so the first step to doing anything in Tinker's Construct is you have to make these blank patterns, and I think there's roughly something like 20 different parts. So you're gonna want, I don't know, I would say start off with like 16 so you don't use too many resources. And then, so you make some sticks, and then you do that, and that's the recipe. It's pretty simple. And that makes a blank pattern. So then you take your sorry. You take your blank patterns over to a stencil table. A stencil table, I don't exactly remember the recipe for that. Hold on. Stencil table is... Okay, so it's just a blank pattern over a block of planks of any kind. You can use any kind of wood you want. And so all of the tables, all of these tables, including this pattern chest, require a blank pattern. So you're going to need at least, well, if you want to make the pattern chest, which I highly recommend because this part builder can actually draw from the pattern chest, then you're going to need 4 patterns for that, plus something like 20 for the stencil table. So you just put your patterns right here, and then you can not really scroll, but look through the different patterns. And so there's all these different patterns. So I'm just gonna make a whole bunch, and then I'll show you what you do with them. And so some people, when I first started using Tinker's Construct, I was told to make patterns out of flint for some reason. Like, I was told to use flint as my base substance. I don't know why they told me to use flint, because flint is really a lot less abundant than cobblestone, and cobblestone works perfectly as well. So I just use cobblestone, and it works fine. Alright, so then we put all these over here. I didn't even make nearly enough stencils. And then once we get these here, we can start making Tinker's Construct tools. And Tinker's Construct tools are pretty stinking awesome. First of all, okay, so first, if you want to make a pickaxe, let's start off with a pickaxe. So if you want to make a pickaxe, you're gonna need a pickaxe head pattern, and whatever material you want to use. We're going to start off with cobblestone. You can make it out of wood. You can make it out of netherrack. There's like probably 12 different materials, I think. Something like that. There's a lot. And later on, we're going to make some pretty high tier parts and tools, and so that's going to be awesome. You need a stone tool rod, or just a tool rod pattern, and you need a tool binding. The tool rod and the tool binding only cost a half of a material, and so that means that you can use 1 cobblestone to make both the tool rod and the tool binding. Alright, so now that we have our 3 parts, we come over to the tool station and click on the pickaxe, and you see it puts the 3... It tells you where each part needs to go, and that's it. So you put the parts in their respective places, and it shows, the finished piece. And if you would like to name it something, like I'm gonna name mine How about Phoenix? Because I'm lame. Wait a minute. That's not how I spell my name. Oh, hey, look at that. They included a cursor that doesn't show up. Phoenix. There we go. I might change that later if I have a better idea, but... and so that's it. That's all it takes. Later on, you can actually use a lot of different materials to add... what are they called? Modifications, yeah. You can use lapis lazuli to add luck. You can use a ball of moss, which is made from mossy cobblestone. I don't know if you can make it from any other mossy stuff, but you use mossy cobblestone, and there's a way using thermal expansion to get infinite of that, so that's not a problem. You can use nether quartz to add sharpness to, say, a sword or something. You can use electric circuits, and I think it's an electric circuit and a battery. Yeah, I think that's it. From IC2 Industrial Craft to add charged durability. So it's not that much. I mean, it's only 20,000 EU, which, I mean, you should know that's not a whole lot, and it goes really quick, especially if you're mining stuff that takes a lot of durability, or if you're mining a lot of, say, cobblestone or something. So, I mean, it's nice. It's nice to use the charge before you have it repair itself. The moss actually repairs faster if you're in sunlight. So if you're, down in a cave and you're digging around and your pickaxe is getting really damaged and you have moss on it, then when you go back to the surface, it'll heal a lot faster. Now, it'll still heal while you're in the cave, but it's slower. It's much, much slower. But then again, if you make your pickaxe out of really durable materials, that's not really a problem because it shouldn't break very quickly. The pickaxe that I always make is really, really tough. I'm also going to make a hammer once I get the ability, but to make the hammer, you need this tool station, and you need 4 iron blocks, so 4 times 9, that's 36, and you need 3 seared bricks blocks. So that's 12 seared bricks, which is, I think that's 6 clay, 6 sand, 6 gravel. So we've got plenty of that here. Plenty of sand. We've got enough gravel. We've got enough clay. And so you need all of that, and then you can make a tool forge. And the tool forge allows you to make all of the, I guess you would call it tier 2 tools. And the hammer is one of those, and I absolutely love the hammer. So we're definitely going to make one of those, and we're definitely going to use it. Anyways, so I'm just kind of making... I don't really know how specifically I'm going to make my house right now, but my idea is I'm going to have all of these 9x9 rooms, and they're going to be connected by 3x3 doorway passage things. I haven't really decided how thick to make the passages. I might make them three blocks thick so that I can hide stuff in the walls and things like energy conduits and maybe applied energistics cables and other stuff like that. Maybe buildcraft pipes. Don't really know. And then maybe I'll make the corners out of stairs or something. But the main thing that I know I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna start my mineshaft over behind here. And so my mineshaft, I'll put up another video and I'll link it to this one. I have a specific mineshaft design that I build every time, and it works really well. It's actually rather large, but the stairs are they're 2 blocks wide, so it's easy to not fall off, and there's room to throw a water elevator down the middle, and there's room to throw a water elevator down the middle without it touching any of the stairs. So I'll show you that in a sped up version because takes a while, especially with just a pickaxe. The hammer makes it so much easier. But so I'll be doing that. I'll probably, well, I guess you wouldn't call it off camera if I'm gonna have a sped up video of that. So that's my next thing on my to-do list. But I guess I won't really make my my smeltery, my Tinker's Construct smeltery, until I've found enough iron to make the tool forge, maybe. Or maybe I won't make it until I find a lava pit. Not really sure. Because you need lava for the fuel source. It doesn't accept anything except lava. And so until I have a good source of that, I don't really think I should spend the time to make the smeltery. I mean, it's not that hard. The only time-consuming part is going swimming and getting all the clay, because that's actually probably the worst. I mean, I'm surrounded by sand, and you know, gravel you find underground a lot, but clay you only find in the rivers. So if somebody could like add a clay generation to the world gen or something, that would be awesome. Hey, Tinker's Construct, you should do that for yourself. But anyways, so I guess I'll see you back once I've got this mineshaft dug, and be back in a while. Hey guys, I'm back. So I actually managed to find enough iron to make the tool forge in, you know, only digging that far. So I thought that I would get back to you guys and show you actually how you make the tool forge, what the recipe is, and then show you all the cool things you can do with it. So all you do is you take your tool station, you put it in the middle there, you get your 4 blocks of iron, and you get your 3 seared bricks. And that's it. That's how you make the tool forge. So then you just put it back down, and now you've got all of these new options. You get the hammer, which does a 3x3 area of mining. You get the lumber axe, which fells an entire tree up to, I guess it can do 3x3x3 trees or something. Maybe? I guess. Or maybe it does a whole tree. I think it does a whole tree, but it takes durability damage for each block as if it were a normal hatchet. And so it can do any tree as big as its durability in blocks, if you know what I mean. So it, like a stone lumber axe isn't gonna fell like a whole jungle tree or something. Anyways, and then there's the excavator, which is like a shovel, but it works the same way as the hammer. There's the scythe, which is like a hoe, except it works the same way. It's a 3x3 area. And it's an AoE attack, which is kind of neat. There's the cleaver, which does beheading, so you can get all kinds of mob heads and stuff. There's the battle axe, which is like an axe, but it's also an AoE attack with high knockback. And then you've got all your normal tools. Something I forgot to mention was the mattock. The mattock is one of my favorite tools because it's a hatchet, a shovel, and a hoe all in one. The only drawback is that the shovel can't... It doesn't work on sand and gravel. It only works on dirt and grass and that. So, I mean, but if you're digging a lot of sand and gravel, you might as well just make a shovel or an excavator or something. I'm usually not digging that much sand or gravel. I'm mostly just digging dirt and cutting down trees and removing wood and stuff like that. So the mattock works really, really well for that. And then there's a few extra swords and stuff. There's the long sword, which does a charged attack, which is kind of neat. And there's the rapier, which just it's faster. It's also got the charged attack, and it does armor piercing. But the rapier has less durability and damage than the long sword, which has less durability and damage than the broadsword. Actually, scratch that. It's got the same damage, but less durability. And then there's a dagger, which I'm not really going to go into that. There's a frying pan, which has super high knockback, and it makes a frying pan sound, which is pretty funny. There's a battle sign. I don't really know. Oh, so it's a shield. That's cool. Nice. It reflects damage back at your enemies. There's a chisel, which we'll get into that later. I have an idea of how I can use that to my advantage. There's the short bow. It's just an upgraded bow, and then you can make your own arrows. So, a whole bunch of stuff you can do. Anyways, I'm going to get back to digging. Well, actually, no. First, I'm going to show you how to make a hammer. So the hammer... Oh, no. I need more blank patterns. Alright, let's make a bunch of those. Should we use spruce wood? Nah, I think we'll just stick with oak. I'm trying to conserve my wood as much as possible because it's not that easy to get. Alright, so there's 4. Crap. Okay, 5. Hello, zombie. I'll get with you in a minute. How many more do I need? How about, let's make 12. No, oops. 4, 1, 2, 4, there we go. And then, shoot. Here we go. Okay, 12 it is. One thing that I kind of hope that they fix about the stencil table is that you have to scroll through everything. It doesn't track where your last spot was. Alright, so we need the tough tool rod pattern. And we need a large plate. Whoops. No. Need the hammer, and I think that's it. We actually need 2 large plates, and that's it. Oh, look! I made an extra pattern. Okay. We'll just leave that there. How about this? Yeah. Okay. So now, you know what? Go away, zombie. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Why does he have so much health? That was scary. Maybe it's just a glitch with the mod that does the health thing. Okay, so we need a tough tool rod, which actually takes 3 material. So it's 6 times more material than the normal tool rod. We need a hammerhead, which takes 8. And we need 2 large plates. Right now I'm just using stone for all this, but eventually we're going to use all kinds of different stuff. Awesome. Hammer. So glad to get back to using this thing. I have a lot of cobblestone. And yay! Oh, I love that. That is so great. Awesome. So now we can start digging 9 times faster. Alright. I think that's enough of a demonstration. I'm going to get back to digging my hole. I'm no longer going to have these nice stone stairs because they're only stone because I was leaving them when I was digging. With this hammer, I'm just going to go... I'm just gonna do, you know, 9 spots, and that'll be it. So there won't be any stairs left. But I'll just put them back in with cobblestone. It doesn't really matter, right? I mean, this is just a basic mine shaft. The only purpose, you know, is to get me down to bedrock. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to that, and I will see you in a bit.